Welcome back to the channel, besties. It is a gorgeous Tuesday to dive into the absolute madness of Genoa City. So grab your emotional support, iced coffees, and strap in, because today's update is going to send us all into orbit. My jaw is literally on the floor right now. I am shaking, I am sweating, I am literally malfunctioning in my bedroom at 3 a.m. because what in the actual world did we just witness? Oh my God. Besties, we need to hold a literal intervention right now for Phyllis Summers because she has officially lost the plot. And I am low-key living for it, but also terrified for her life. I am talking about Phyllis and Matt officially plunging headfirst into a dangerous, high-stakes, absolutely unhinged relationship, entirely ignoring Nick's frantic warnings and completely disregarding the fact that Victor Newman is actively hunting them down like prey. Is it just me? Or did they completely fumble the bag on survival instincts here? I am screaming into the mic because the sheer audacity of this pairing is going to spontaneously combust my entire brain. Then we have to look at the absolute state of Phyllis right now to even begin to understand this chaotic pivot. Let's rewind to that utterly brutal scene at Society. Phyllis was already spiraling, okay? She was forced out of Newman Enterprises, not voluntarily, but literally pushed out against her will, and she was desperately trying to mend fences with Daniel. Yet, Daniel was having absolutely none of it. He looked her dead in the eye, totally cold, and basically told her she hasn't learned a single thing from her mistakes. He completely clocked her for playing the victim, and honestly, no cap, Daniel was kind of real for that. But it was so harsh. Phyllis, walking away completely shattered, was high-key devastating. She is a woman on the edge. She lost her corporate power, she lost her son's respect, and she is basically a pariah in Genoa City right now. The emotional shifts in that one scene alone had me clutching my pearls. Mainly, I need to talk about Sharon's role in this because my brain is basically a buffering wheel trying to process how Sharon Newman became Phyllis's ultimate hype woman. Sharon and Noah literally watched Phyllis crash and burn with Daniel from across the room. And what does Sharon do? She chases Phyllis down to the coffee house and tells her to fight back. Sharon literally told Phyllis that she needs control after the clinic incident and shouldn't just accept being treated like an outcast. Sharon was trying to be a supportive queen, pushing Phyllis to prove the haters wrong and find her inner fire. But wait, I'm literally yapping right now. Let's get back to the actual tea. Sharon told Phyllis to take control. But I do not think Sharon meant for Phyllis to take control by hooking up with the exact man Victor Newman is holding hostage. I am ascending. Totally. We need to pivot to Matt's situation because this is where the plot holes and the sheer danger level multiply by 1,000. Victor Newman has Matt literally trapped at the Newman Ranch. Victor is running some twisted psychological sincerity test on this man. Nick literally walked in and was like, Dad, what are you doing with this guy? And Victor, in peak ruthless patriarch energy, basically declared that if Matt doesn't pass this test, he will not hesitate to crush him. Crush him! And what does Matt do? He begs for a shower, puts on a fresh outfit, says he feels like a whole new man, and then decides the absolute best course of action is to start a secret, incredibly dangerous romance with Phyllis Summers. Make it make sense. Hot take, but I am actually ascending at the sheer audacity of Matt. You are in the crosshairs of the mustache. You are living on borrowed time at the ranch, and your survival completely depends on proving your loyalty to Victor. And you decide to entangle yourself with Phyllis, who is arguably one of the most chaotic wild cards in Genoa City, and currently on Victor's bad side after the Newman Enterprises fallout. It is giving death wish. It is giving pure, unadulterated chaos. Matt is literally playing with fire while soaked in gasoline, and I cannot look away. Then there is Nick Newman, who is basically the only person with a functioning brain cell in this entire equation. Nick is already stressing out of his mind because Victor just handed Chancellor over to Lily Winters, which Nick knows is going to absolutely devastate Nikki. Nick is running around trying to put out corporate fires, worrying about his mother's feelings, and now he has to deal with Phyllis and Matt. Nick is screaming from the rooftops, giving them every warning possible. He knows exactly what Victor is capable of. He knows Victor is setting a trap for Matt. But do Phyllis and Matt listen? Absolutely not. They are completely ignoring Nick's warnings, and I am literally screaming at my screen, "Nick is trying to save your lives, besties. Listen to the man." Yet, I kind of get it from Phyllis's twisted perspective. Let me go down a quick storytime rabbit hole here. Remember back in the day when Phyllis was backed into a corner, completely isolated, and everyone in town hated her? She always gravitates toward the most dangerous, self-destructive path because it gives her a rush. It gives her a false sense of control. She is hurting so deeply from Daniel's rejection that she needs someone who sees her as a priority, even if that someone is a literal pawn in Victor's twisted game. Hooking up with Matt is her ultimate rebellion. It is her way of giving a massive middle finger to the Newmans who ousted her and the family members who abandoned her. But wait, let me switch gears, because as much as I stand a rebellious queen, this is Victor Newman we are talking about. Victor's pursuit is going to be legendary and terrifying. He literally told Nick that if Matt fails the test, he will destroy him. A secret relationship with Phyllis is not just failing the test. It is basically setting the test on fire, dancing on the ashes, and sending Victor a video of it. Victor is going to unleash hell on both of them. I can already see the Newman security goons tracking their every move. I can see Victor sitting in his leather chair, swirling his drink, plotting the absolute ruin of Matt and Phyllis. The stakes have literally never been higher, and my blood pressure cannot handle this. Victor does not lose, and he certainly does not let his captives run off with his former daughter-in-law / corporate headache. Mainly, I am just utterly obsessed with the pacing of this storyline and how it contrasts with the rest of the town. While Phyllis and Matt are out here risking literal death by Victor, we have Noah Newman generating massive online buzz for the grand reopening of the Shadow Room. Audra Charles is out here showing rare vulnerability about Malcolm's hospital discharge, but still plotting to attend Noah's club opening, totally brushing off Holden Novak's warnings about Sienna Bacall. And Lily Winters is out here popping champagne because Victor actually honored his promise to give her chancellor, and she is asking Kane Ashby to run it for her. Everyone else is making massive corporate moves or starting new businesses, and Phyllis is just out here starting a trauma-bonded romance with a hostage. The duality of this show is literally unmatched. Totally. This is going to end in absolute disaster, and I will be seated for every single second of it. The fallout is going to be astronomical. When Victor officially corners them, the wrath of the Newman patriarch will be biblical. And what happens to Phyllis then? Does she get dragged down with Matt? Does Nick step in to save her at the last minute? Or is he totally done with her chaotic choices? I need answers, and I need them yesterday. This is the kind of soap opera gold that keeps me up at night, staring at my ceiling, trying to calculate the exact moment everything is going to blow up in their faces. Besties, I am literally exhausted from this. My brain is fried, my heart is racing, and I am so deeply invested in this Phyllis and Matt disaster class that I don't think I will ever recover. Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Are you Team Phyllis finding her dangerous groove, or are you Team Nick trying to save them from impending doom? Is Matt the most foolish man in Genoa City, or just a guy who fell for the wrong chaotic icon at the wrong time? Let me know, because I am spiraling and I need my squad to validate this absolute madness before I literally lose my mind.
Thank you for watching my video. I will be updating regularly with the latest news, so please remember to subscribe to my channel to support me.